Welcome to Kerr 9000's Horror House.
So what we have here is a film which is basically about little monsters that can be described as prehistoric cave gremlin bat hybrids. On their own, one of these creatures would be a serious pain, but the problem is that they don't arrive on their own, they tend to arrive in swarms. It's like, what if we remade Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds with what H.R. Geiger drew while smoking weed and looking at bats? We follow the Andrews family, which consists of Hugh Andrews, his wife, his son, his mother-in-law, and most importantly for the story, his daughter Ali, who suffers from acute deafness and communicates in sign language. Now, not to give too much away, but this is something which you would think would be a weakness in this world, but actually turns out to give the family a useful tool. The silence very much feels like a hodgepodge of ideas from other films. It feels like there's a sprinkle of The Mist here and a pinch of Cloverfield there. I think with The Deaf Daughter, it feels like it has this one idea that it really wants to lean heavily into and hang its hat off. It feels a little bit like a one-trick pony at times. What the film did well for me, at least, is to establish its characters, giving them enough time to develop effectively, which in turn helps you to care more about them and their fate. I think the film does a pretty good job of making them feel like a real family with multi-layered relationships within it. You not only know who these people are, but what they all mean to each other. And I would put a lot of this down to very good acting. I especially have to give props to Stanley Tucci, if I'm saying his name right, who provides a strong lead. I think the film did a great job of setting up its post-apocalyptic world, but later on the film seemed to lose its step a little. I don't want to talk about the plot piece by piece, but there's a point for me where the story just swerves off. Add to this that the film ends rather abruptly. Part of me feels that this would have worked better as a short miniseries with a few ideas expanded upon and a more definitive ending. I think the film sets up the potential for a lot of interesting ideas but doesn't see enough of them through. But I suppose at least it doesn't outstay its welcome. The very fact I wish there was a little more of it is better than getting to a point where I kept looking at my watch and praying for the end. For me, this was an enjoyable but equally forgettable film. It happily filled an hour and a half of my time and I liked it, but I also don't feel like I'll get any urge to return to the film in the future, but that's okay. Not every film needs to be a stone cold classic. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 and recommend it if you're into this sort of thing. Okay, that's Kerr 9000 signing off saying keep on watching those scary movies, boys and ghouls. Hi, and thanks for checking out my video and making it to the end. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a little thing down there. Yep, there. And you should also see some links to some other videos on the screen now. I make reviews of horror films, video games, sci-fi films, and all sorts of stuff. Or you can catch me on J Arcade. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Bye.